Hey cats, it's Ed Hawkeye Bud here. I'm back with you today for another running shoe yay or nay. Thanks for joining us here on the channel, guys, always appreciated. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button, but also click the bell below for notifications when we launch those new videos for you. It helps out a huge amount as well in terms of the YouTube algorithm if you give this video a thumbs up like, but also share it with your running buddies. Merci beaucoup. Running shoe yay or nay isn't me saying that a shoe is terrible or a shoe is great. I'm literally speculating on whether I'm going to pick up the shoe in the near future to test it out for you guys at home. It might be that a certain shoe will really fit with my running shoe rotation, perhaps the training that I've got coming up, or it could be I feel another shoe tuber out there might give the shoe a fairer crack of the whip. I'm not reviewing the shoes on this show, I'm merely looking at the features and the stats and let you know whether I'm going to pick them up. Shoe number one is the Asics Gel Nimbus 24. Loads of viewers have got hold of me and said that they're really keen for me to test out the Nimbus 24 when it drops here in the UK. It's certainly one of Asics' higher price shoes and a real staple for runners here in the United Kingdom. This new version of the Gel Nimbus features a 10mm drop as per previous models, but Asics seem to have relieved the weight somewhat from the previous version. We see the shoe go from 310 grams or 10.9 ounces in the 23 down to about 289 grams or 10.2 ounces in the 24. So a good 20 grams lighter here, so getting on for an ounce. This may well be down to the change up in the midsole material. I think there was also some flight foam propel in the 23, but this time around it's plus all the way. Classic gel, jelly style heel section here for that ultimate long range and long lasting durability. So many runners favour the Asics models over distance, and you can kind of see why really. If it's all about impact protection for you and making it through the miles, then this will do the job. I think it's worth testing out purely from a lower stack perspective. Just so many shoes at the moment that have these huge stacks. I think it would be nice to test out a shoe that's very popular amongst the viewers, but also has a bit of a lower stack. Still keeping with an aggressive drop of 10mm here as per usual with the Nimbus line. I think it'll be a yay from me for the Nimbus 24 when it finally does drop here in the UK. I do believe it's out there in America right now, but for some reason it's a bit delayed here. I shall grab it when I can get my mitts on it. Shoe 2. This time we're looking at the ADIDAS FUTURECRAFT Footprint. So we have here an awesome Adidas and Allbirds collaboration, trying to make a shoe which has the most minimal carbon footprint possible. The brands have got together to try and manufacture a shoe that is even lower in terms of those carbon emissions. A bio-based EVA midsole material here, which I believe is made from sugarcane. The upper is made of 50% recycled materials. I think the rest of it is actually made from sustainable wood fibers as well. So yeah, very eco-friendly shoe. So the brands reckon that each pair is only about 2.94 kilograms in terms of the carbon emission rating. I think it's the lowest recorded, certainly by Adidas. I'm not sure about Allbirds whether that is still the lowest. If you do know, let us know in the comments. When I did test out an Allbirds shoe in 2020, the main issue I had with it was that the midsole material was a little bit firm. I'm not sure I'd want to run a great distance on it. It's okay for 3 or 4 miles, but it was quite tough. And it was a bit of a weighty shoe as well. I think Adidas have actually tinkered with this one to try and minimise the upper materials as much as possible. They do state it's one of the lightest running shoes in their collection right now. At 110 Earth credits here in the UK, I feel this one is really blazing a trail, and it's making other manufacturers look a bit foolish in terms of their so-called recycled, natural, eco-friendly shoes. I think it's brilliant they've managed to get this collaboration going as well, especially considering the problems that we've had over the last 18 months in terms of logistics and those long shipping times as well. Can't be easy coming up with a shoe at the moment. It's a big yay for me for the Adidas FUTURECRAFT Footprint. I just love everything about it. Really simple, cool design, and of course those eco-friendly vibes. Well done Adidas and Allbirds. Talking of shoes that seem to be really eco-friendly, but they're not, we have shoe 3. We're talking about the Nike Revolution 6 Next Nature. Now, this is a more affordable shoe from Nike, clocks in at around about 55 Earth credits here in the UK, but is it really as environmentally friendly as Nike suggest? Well, no, basically. One of the big features or selling points of this shoe is that the laces are 100% recycled. It basically looks like they've got laces off shoes that have been sent back to them and put them here into a new shoe. Does that really make them next nature worthy? Is that a real boost to the environmentally friendly vibes of the shoe? It's a bit like that Next Nature Alpha Fly, wasn't it? Which just seems to feature loads of glue to hold together all of the mashed up bits of Zoom X. I just think it's a marketing ploy, personally. Apparently the upper features a minimum of 20% recycled materials as well. I'm sorry, but you can't really sell this shoe as a next nature or eco-friendly shoe, especially after we've just heard about the FUTURECRAFT footprint from Adidas. At 55 Earth credits, few other options stand out for running that are serious. That would be preferable to know what foam is utilised in the midsole material of the Revolution 6. There's very few details about it. I mean, Puma have got a few options that are only a little bit more expensive than this one, which I would classify as a more dependable running shoe. As such, I think trying to sell this one as an eco-friendly option with a high level of recycling, it's just not there, is it? It's a big nay from me for the Nike Revolution 6 Next Nature. Recycled laces. Really? Shoe 4 today is from Reebok. They have an update to their very popular Energy model. Here we have the Reebok FLOATRIDE Energy 4, a much anticipated update to a shoe that loads of people have really enjoyed in 2021. I think they're going to charge about 75 Earth credits for this one when it finally drops. Looks like there's a few women's sizes out there in a few stores here in the UK, but none of the men's sizes as of yet. No major changes in the outsole here. Looks to be the same as featured on the Energy 3. That carbon rubber was absolutely fine, so if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. Almost no wear after 100 miles on my pair of Energy 3s. We have a 9mm drop, which I believe is about the same as the Energy 3, so the midsole pretty much looks exactly the same. We've got a new upper here though, and it looks like there might be quite a few differences. The new upper certainly looks breathable with a more textile type approach rather than the mesh that we have in the Energy 3, and a thinner tongue as well. A lot of people didn't like that very thick tongue that we had on the Energy 3. Doesn't seem to protrude out of the shoe anywhere near as much here on the Energy 4. I mean, we're not talking as pronounced as something like the Pegasus 35 tongue was, but certainly it did protrude out a little bit, and there was a little bit too much padding there for some runners. Weight info suggests only 198 grams, a figure which I'm a little hesitant to actually believe in. Maybe it's a bit of a website error or something. It seems like a huge drop. The Energy 3 was 241 grams in the standard size, so that's a massive leap there. Whether it's a bit of a mistake, I'm not sure, but you never know. Maybe they have managed to get it that bit lighter by reducing the upper materials. Even if it's a touch lighter than the Energy 3, I think that'll be a big bonus. They have put some lace fixtures on the tongue, perhaps to eliminate a bit of tongue slip there. Some small changes, but I'm really excited about that new upper. We know that the midsole and the outsole work a treat, so if they can just improve the upper fit a little bit, it will be good to go. At 75 Earth credits, even at retail, I think that's a super price, and it will be a definite yay for me for the Reebok FLOATRIDE Energy 4. That's all 4 of the shoes today in the yay or nay. What do you make of these guys? Let me know down in the comments. A musical interlude for you. I've been enjoying these Christmas musical interludes. I've uncovered some songs that I really didn't know about or perhaps hadn't enjoyed in the past, and I do now. One such track is the live version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen. Now, I really didn't like this one before, but the more and more I've listened to it recently, the more and more I think I get it. Fantastic live recording. There's some wonderful atmosphere there. It does feel very much DIY, like they've kind of decided to do the track. It's a little loose around the edges, but it's all the better for it. Doesn't feel like a load of robots, hammering out a Christmas track like so many tunes do these days. Bruce puts a lot of effort into this one as well, you can tell. Not like he doesn't anyway, but it looks like he puts an extra bit of energy into it. It really is rapidly becoming one of my favourite Christmas tracks around this time of year. Should definitely have this one on a bit later on while I have a nice refreshing beverage. Don't tend to hear it all that much over here in the UK as well. It's one of those that gets a little bit forgotten, I suppose. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by Bruce Springsteen. Thanks for joining me to the end of the yay or nay today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Remember, if you haven't done so already, to hit that subscribe button, but also click the bell below for notifications when I roll out those new videos for you. Really helps as well if you pick up some EDDBUD merchandise from the links below. Give this video a thumbs up like if you enjoyed it, and also share it with your running buddies. My name's EDDBUD, and I'll be seeing you